Hello everyone! Welcome back to another banner reaction. I'm DTM as always, and we are expecting a Mythic hero here tonight. This is extremely exciting for me because it is most likely going to be colorless, which has an amazing share with Elimine and Asker, and hopefully we are in desperate need of a new Anima Mythic because Anima is so tragic. Like, Elimine has completely trivialized Astra Season, and defenses there definitely need a lot of help because Saros and Oder aren't exactly the best 7th slot mythic. It's a bit sad when the best mythic is Mirabilis, alright? But yeah, I am expecting Arval. I think it would make the most sense personally, especially after 3 hopes. But we'll see. Hopefully this could help revitalize Astra Season. That's all I wish for, because, again, Anima needs some serious help. But without further ado, let us begin. As always, if you like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support the channel. Only takes 5 seconds to subscribe, but it truly does help out this channel a lot, and I really do appreciate all the constant support. And yeah, let us begin. Alright, who's it going to be? And more importantly, what skills do they have? Okay, it's Arval. No one is surprised. Okay, well, this is important. The blessing.
It is strange for me to
Anima, I think that's the symbol. So that's good. Res is also good. Duality. Huh. Wait, this is a mage. Interesting, okay. We'll definitely need to take a look at the skills. But the fact that it's ranged is promising. Again, we'll have to see what the actual skills are, because, again, Elimine is definitely a menace. Although, Arval being a res mythic obviously really helps as well. And of course, we have Elimine. Dang, that is not good. Was that S? That's also not good. What? Blue is trash. Oh, whoops. My apologies. I will say, I really do like the art, though. But yeah, Arval was definitely expected, for sure. And yeah, we obviously have the FEH spark. Yeah, blue is hot garbage. I am sorry. That is not a good color to be. Alright. Okay, Arval is cool and all, but what really matters is the skills. So let's see what they have. Yeah, this is... The fact that Arval is ranged is promising. Yeah. Again, their art is just... I really like their art. Yeah, it's nice. Alright. Let's see what their skills are, starting with Rite of Souls. Accelerate special trigger at start of turn. Inflicts guard on foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit. With res less than unit's res. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats +5 to unit during combat, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's res, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Okay, so based on this, Arval seems to want to stack res, which is really good because, again, Elimine does exist, so you're at least not, like, dumping stats into, a stat that doesn't work with Arval. Like, Arval does benefit from having more res, and so you're not losing much by stacking res on Arval. And foe cannot make a follow-up attack is really cool because that's an impact effect. It really helps with the survivability. And inflicting guard is really nice. Again, though, at the start of turn, effects are really hampered by Elimine. So I'm not entirely sure how good this is. It will really depend on Arval's res stat. Right. But honestly, that was a weird crack. Honestly, it's really basic. I mean, I guess, again, guard is always nice. Helps with survivability and all that. All stats +5 is obviously really nice. And true damage will definitely help with the, what's the word? With the combats. But honestly, I feel like this is kind of tame. Especially with the other weapons we've gotten. But let's see what duality has. Grants attack res plus 9, just like flat out. Okay, and there's more. Grants weapon triangle advantage against and inflicts weapon triangle disadvantage on red, blue, and green foes during combat. What? Okay, so you just basically, on all non-colorless foes, on all colored foes, you just, like, get weapon triangle advantage. That's pretty good, actually. Neutralizes effects that boosts values along with weapon triangle advantage or reduces values along with weapon triangle disadvantage on unit and foe. Okay, so that just neutralizes that triangle adept or anything like that. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about this. This obviously doesn't, like... I mean, what... It feels like this is definitely a combat unit, right? Like, the only supportive effects Arval gives is guard. But, again, that can get hampered by Elimine. It remains to be seen, of course, how much res Arval has and how much stat stacking you can do. I mean, duality giving attack res plus 9 is really huge. And obviously attack res oath also helps with that as well. And definitely can make some teleporting shenanigans. So this is going to definitely be very combat based. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the good news is that most, I guess, good armors these days are colored. Obviously, we just got an Arcane Grima, though, so... And Arcane Grima is, right now, I believe, like, the premier far save unit, so unfortunately, Arval won't get, like, triangle advantage based off that. So I don't know if Arval will actually be able to punch through Robin. Because, yeah, I don't know. Because you're really relying on getting this weapon triangle advantage. I mean, you do make a guaranteed follow-up attack, but that does get negated by Hardy Fighter. So in most instances, that won't apply. I mean, you make a guaranteed follow-up attack, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. I assume you're flying. Arval's flying, right? Let's see here. No, Arval's infantry. Okay, so you can just put in no follow-up, I guess. I guess you can do that instead of attack res tempo. You do have accelerate special triggers, so I guess you can like either run Ruptured Sky or something, but we're really looking for a mage special, I think, that can really cut through the damage reduction. And unfortunately right now we don't have that mage special, like Lethality or Deadeye. I will say, I do think this is better than Saros and Odor right now. So by that distinction alone, I think Arval is definitely a good addition, but I don't know if this really changes much for Anima defenses against the onslaught that is Elimine save balls. Maybe it does. I mean, you do get more res buffs, right? And Mirabilis is also res, so that is basically plus 10 res just by existing. So that does help stack res to avoid Elimine's false start. So again, this is really going to come down to Arval's res stat as well. Although, again, good news is that it appears that you do want to stack res on Arval, so you got that going for you. I feel like I don't think this really changes much. But again, this is a combat unit, first and foremost, right? There's not really any supportive effects, unlike Medius, right? Who has Bolt Tower negation or not with Pathfinder. Basically all of the Anima mythics are combat focused. And as you all know, like combat mythics tend to age less well compared to more supportive mythics like dancers or like Noctin Medias, who are still really good to this day just due to their effects that they have just by existing. And so, unfortunately, I don't think Arval is that strong, but Arval is still definitely a welcome addition, I would say. We'll need to see how things actually change in terms of the res check, with Arval granting that res buff. I think if you have like a Catria that just like stacks res, it might be possible to just avoid Elimine depending on the status, the stats. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, at the very least, we did get an Anima Mythic, so at least we got that going. I was so afraid that they were going to give us another Light or Astro Mythic. That would have been so sad. Like, actually so sad. Alright, let's see what the share is. Alright, so what do we have on Colorless? Obviously, Colorless is definitely the star. You get Elimine, Asker, which is 2 offensive mythics sharing a color, which is absolutely huge, right? Obviously, Arval does not really help with more merges, but honestly, getting an Arval is honestly a pretty good deal, since honestly, I think Arval is probably the best 7th slot Anima mythic. I mean, their competition is just Saros and Odor, so that's not exactly that hard. So yeah, Colorless is definitely the way to go. Green has Odor, Eitri, and Letiza, which is honestly not a good share. Like, the only unit that benefits from merges is Eitri for Arena. Like, Odor doesn't benefit from merges because merges on defense mythics are not as guaranteed progression as, say, offense mythics or legendary heroes. And Letiza obviously is just a normal unit that you don't really need merges on. Red has Mirabilis, Lif, and Plumeria. So even though all 3 of those are mythics, only one of them is an offense mythic. The other 2 is defense mythics, and again, defense mythics don't really benefit from more merges compared to offense mythics due to the scoring system. And so I don't think red is that good of a share either. And obviously blue is absolute garbage. Like Sane and Est, like that is really bad. Sorry, Crom, I love you, but yeah, please no one ever go on blue. So yeah, honestly, Colorless is the only good share here. So if you're going to go in this banner, only go for Colorless. And again, having 2 offensive mythics sharing is really, really good value. Especially Elimine and Asker. Those 2 are probably among the best offensive mythics you can have right now in Astra or in Light Season. So this is definitely a very high value pull. And Arval, I would say, is probably the best 7th slot Anima mythic. Although I don't think it's as a must pull compared to what Arval could have been if Arval maybe has some way to more consistently shut down Elimine or save balls in general. So yeah, I don't think we're at the end of the save ball meta for Anima, but who knows? Maybe Arval will surprise me and actually enable a lot of things. I mean, again, like granting res is really good because it helps mitigate Elimine's false start capabilities. So we'll have to wait and see on how that can be used to its fullest effect. But yeah, very interesting. And yeah, this banner does last 2 weeks, so we can always just wait for the new heroes banner or special heroes banner that's going to come up soon and always make our decision then. But yeah, that's it for my reaction. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on Arval and whether or not you will be summoning on this banner. Personally, for me, I think I will be summoning, not for Arval specifically, but for the offense mythic share. I still haven't fully decided yet or how much I actually want to summon, but I will probably summon, so I guess look out for a potential summoning stream in the near future. Maybe next Monday. But yeah, a very interesting banner, although again, colorless is the only color worth summoning on. It's amazing because like colorless is like an S tier share, while all the rest are like F tier. Like, it's actually ridiculous, the disparity between that. But I guess IS will do that on occasion. And yeah, let me know down in the comments whether or not you'll be summoning on this banner and what your thoughts are on Arval. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the reaction. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support the channel. Only takes 5 seconds to subscribe, but it truly does help out this channel a lot. And I really do appreciate all the constant support. Thank you all again so much for watching, and see you all next time.